Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to the Pure Rap Podcast. Got Darneezy and Kev with me. I see Kev with that. Huh? Kev sounds a little choppy right now. Huh?
This shit bugging out for you.
This man a little choppy right now.
Look, chopped and screwed.
Hey, hold on.
Chopped and screwed, man. We not on that chopped and screwed tip right now.
Hey, Darnell, why you look like a piece of grass with that shirt
say,
on?
is it mine or everyone?
Piece of grass.
I look like a piece of grass.
Hey, man, it's time.
I'm good. Okay, you see this
man's
shirt?
talking about, man?
Start,
You know what I'm saying? I'm on that roster with you.
That's how we starting off.
Roster the Friday, man.
That's how we starting off.
Shit.
No, I'm tripping. Is my Wi-Fi being slow as fuck, or y'all shit being slow too?
Nah, I think the Wi-Fi messing up on him.
Darnell's is crispy on my end.
I'm crispy like chicken.
My shit being slow.
Yeah, you being chopped and screwed. You know, like
you say you're being chopped and screwed. Stupid. I think you good. You gonna hop off?
So.
I think it's good now. I think it was just like starting.
I hope so. Shit.
It's getting there. No, I'm just
yeah, because like, did you even play the intro? Like the intro video was like tweaking and shit.
Oh damn!
Oh really?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was confused. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this man came in like one of them like Autobots. I could even hear you. Sound all choppy.
Yeah, it's looking like the Nelly versus Wi-Fi. You know?
Yeah, it looked like the Nelly.
Nelly's Wi-Fi was messing up.
Got the Nelly Wi-Fi.
Yeah, like
he was playing a song, and I was like, bro, we can't even hear the song. Like, it's like they should have been
too damn hot out here and shit. It's fucking up my signal.
Nah, you're good now. I think it was just like when you
of course, like right when we start, man, my shit want to be tweaking and shit.
Yeah, right.
It was working perfectly fine before.
Facts. Y'all got all up to, man.
Yeah, man, just trying to stay cool, you know, just heating up these days, you know.
Yeah, hot shit out here.
You know, Caleb he playing that Madden 24, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hop on.
How is it? Is it like, is it better? You know what I mean? Like, what do you compare it like out of the Madden?
Man, there's still bugs, of course, like every year when it comes out. But
is any like change? Like anything like
there's little minor changes, but nothing crazy.
Nothing better from the last.
Like they finally added like a trade finder like 2K. You can do more than 3 trades. Like you can do more. Like there's more slots for your trades too instead of just 3. There's like 6 now.
Oh damn! I was crazy with them trades.
Yeah, and this I'm trying to think of what else. Nothing major for franchise mode at least. I don't play Ultimate Team or none of that shit, so I can't tell you anything about that.
Oh yeah, what is it like? Whether we opening the cards and
I guess they made like new like. Well, that's the thing that bugs by my man because they give you like you can't customize shit. Like I wish you can customize the jerseys, customize the stadium. I guess they made more layouts, like because you know how they give you like the default ones and there's only like select amounts. I guess they made more, but like let us fucking create shit, man. Stop fucking gatekeeping the customization. Like
what kind of like the old Maddens where you were like able to create like a whole
let me if I want a
jersey
it's like and let me like and they should add like a create a jersey for even present teams. Like say if I'm the Chargers, I want to give them new fucking jerseys. Let me customize and make a new fucking jersey. Like, you know, like if I want to change up their jersey, say I'm in year 20 fucking 30, I want to give them new jerseys. Let me fucking give me that customization. I'll have to relocate. Just like, you know, just let me like give them new jerseys and a new look. Like shit like that. I don't know. I have things that come in my head where I feel like, you know, and make the game better and more fun, but like you know how EA is and shit. Like
we're gonna chop this snippet, send it to EA. Like, look, we got some ideas for you.
EA Sports in the game.
You're gonna send this part just to EA Sports.
All right.
Send this to them.
And it's the same old Jonathan Coachman halftime show. Same, you know, fucking audio commentary.
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like Madden's, man. Like, and yet people, you know, we still buy it. It's like.
I'm gonna buy it either way. You know,
I don't think I'm buying it.
NCAA next year. Fuck it.
I'm not gonna buy it this year, but I'll buy 2. I'm waiting for that 2K. I don't even know.
2K.
Actually, I gotta buy it.
I'm not buying 2K either. That shit ain't any better either.
Kobe on the cover.
Kobe on the cover though. I gotta buy that one.
Just buy it for the cover. Shit.
Yeah, buy it for.
You buying it just for the cover?
Just for the cover. No, of course I gotta hop on for a little bit, you know. But man, let's not leave our guests waiting. I mean, we got a dope special guest. And I guess it's kind of like foreshadowing, you know. I mean, we technically played his beats on here before by playing when we had Primo on by playing one of his tracks, you know, back when we had him on. So, dope producer, beat maker. Also, we just came out with his beat tape, or his most recent one, I believe, that came out on July 21st, called Basquiat. It's Basquiat 4. And it's got plenty more tapes in there, especially if you like what you heard. with the beats I was playing in the beginning. We put all the links in the description. So if you want to go listen to more of his beat tapes, he's got plenty of them out. Go click the links in the description right after this episode. But without further ado, we got Lord Swank. Let's bring him on.
Wait a minute.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What's up? Appreciate y'all for having me on the pod, man.
Nah, most definitely, man.
Sure. Yeah.
Thanks for always taking
for
time. Yeah,
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for taking the time, man. You know,
time. Yeah.
you could be doing something else with your life right now, so
we making another beat right now.
Yeah, you can make another beat right now. You can make a beat right now.
Yeah,
Facts. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Nah, it's all good. I mean, it's good that, you know, we heard of your name and, you know, we just kind of shown it to the world. You know, people should hear your beats a lot more. So hopefully,
Facts.
you know, with this show, people could know your name and your beats.
Kind of get the behind the scenes too, because I like even I think our last couple episodes we had J100 producer, we had a graphic designer, like, so we've been having a couple, like, you know what I mean, like, as far as just not artists, not always the artists, you know what I mean, like, show some love, you know what I mean, show some love,
diving deep into the music, every aspect.
Yeah.
Because
I think I saw the J100 interview. I saw that one and the two Primo interviews, just to get like an understanding of like how the pod goes and stuff like that.
Most definitely.
Appreciate you for checking that out.
No, most definitely. Yeah, those episodes were fun too. And shout out J100 too, because, you know, he hooked me up with some beats too, you know what I mean, on the side. So shout out to J100. But first up, I want to ask, how did you get your name, Lord Swank?
That is a great question, because I really don't even know how I came up with it. Like, I know, like, when I first started,
Beast Coast like days, like where they like you know, like Capital Steez and all that,
New York.
I know they had the Swank.
I guess that kind of like all like influenced it. Like when I first started making beats, my name was like Young Mark Beats. Because like Marcus is my name, so I just went with that. But like after a while, I was like, this is kind of corny, so I'm gonna change this. Yeah, like it's just like a starter name. But some people just like keep it like that. But like I was like, man, I need something different. So like I don't know how I came up with it, but it just came to me one day. I'm pretty sure like the whole like Beast Coast era thing kind of like made it like pop more. So I'm not sure exactly how I came up with the name, but it was just one day I was just like, there it is. That's the name. Yeah. I'm gonna stick with that. So
stands out for sure.
Yeah, it just stuck ever since. So I was like, all right, just keep this.
Yeah, no, that's dope. And also, where are you from too? Like what's state and city?
Suffolk, Virginia. 757 area. Pretty much like we're like 45 minutes from Virginia Beach. Okay. The most popular city around. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Decent stuff to do around here. Not much, but you know, decent stuff. You gotta go all.
I don't think none of us been to Virginia.
You gotta go out to like Virginia
we haven't been to Virginia.
Stuff.
So it's different for us, but you know, I don't know. Yeah. Have you traveled any other areas across the state, you know, besides your hometown? Or
I've been to like the whole DMV area because I had went to school out there for like a year or so. So I was like around like the Arlington area, like Roslyn area. This is like some of the metro spots in like the DMV area. If you ever been out there, been on a train and stuff like that, people would know those spots. But
for sure.
What else? Where else? I've been in New York like many a times. Like ever since like I came out the womb, I've been going up there because like I got an uncle that's from up there. So
fire. Right.
Other than that, like I can't even name off the top of my head any other places I've been, but those like the ones that pop out like right off my head.
Yeah.
I think I've been to Florida like maybe a handful of times, but nothing crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as travel wise. So
That's cool.
Gotta get out to California soon, man.
California, everywhere but California.
I know. Take your own advice, MCK.
Man, I'm born and raised out there, and
Nah,
take my own
you
advice.
don't represent out here no more. You're Minnesota.
I'm a Minnesota guy now. I don't.
You don't claim me, man.
Minnesota guy.
Yeah, they kicked me out, man.
You don't claim me, man.
They kicked me out. Nah, but we'll get into the first part of the interview, which is we have a segment we do called Rapid Fire. Well, you know, if you watched a couple of episodes too, you know, 5 questions have nothing to do with music, so or whatever the person that we have on, whatever the occupation, or whatever the career is. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So if you also watched it, this is when the voice changes. Look at Kayla. Kayla, do it this time. But first question is, what's the first thing you would buy if you won the lottery?
First thing I'll buy if I won the lottery.
First thing.
It's a good ass question.
Not first thing you would do. First thing you would buy.
Anything.
Me, I'd pay off all my bills.
Pay up.
Just get it out of the way. Just pay off everything.
I'm signing on to all my credit cards and fucking
get yourself that knee surgery.
Matter of fact, just being off the practical, I might just do that. I just might pay off all my loans, all that, like all the debt stuff. Like I'll probably go with that because I'm like
clean slate.
I'm pretty practical at this moment. So like, I try to think about like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a car, I'm gonna get out like that. None of that like pops in my head first. I'm gonna just go with that. I'm gonna just pay off all my debts and loans, all that. If
people be like, oh, I'm gonna buy a house, man. That takes some time, man.
You gotta know where you're gonna.
You gotta buy a while before you get your house.
Buy a crib.
Yeah, it's like like you said, that's
before
gonna
you get
take
your home. That's gonna be your first purchase. Is your damn lunch.
Yeah, if you're lunch. Right now, I'm pretty hungry right now. Let me get.
That's on the lottery. I'm hungry.
Yeah, that just made me hungry.
Fuck it, I'm gonna spend it big on a lunch.
Yeah, running away from all the people and the cameraman and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm a little thirsty right now. Would you guys be anonymous if you won the lottery? Like, you know, some people be on the news like with it. I'll be anonymous, bro. Like,
anonymous all the way.
Bro. Yeah, I mean, watching lottery ticket with Bow Wow makes you really
the lottery ticket.
It makes you really want to be anonymous. Like you tell your mom, you tell everybody in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That movie's crazy.
Oh yeah. After that, you gonna have to run off to an island somewhere.
Yeah,
you can't.
Taking my money out the country, bro.
Seriously, get off the grid.
Everybody coming out the woodwork.
For real, it'd be like, yeah, I'm your third cousin from. I'm like who? Like,
yeah,
bro, I never even heard your name.
Remember, I know you since you was little.
My Uncle Billy. I know. I don't have an Uncle Billy.
You just this. Yeah, I knew you.
I don't have an Uncle Billy. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, Uncle Billy.
Man, the money changed the world.
You don't remember me? I was 2 years old. Like, I healed you before. I'd be like, what? No. The second question: outside of music, who are some of your inspirations? It's like one of my go-to. I like this question a lot.
Outside of music,
yeah,
what are my inspirations.
You can name a couple of them, or just one. Up to you.
So like it can't be like music artists, or it just be anybody outside of like
outside of that music realm.
Okay.
It could be dead or alive, you know. So you gotta hold you like to that. So
okay. There's this sage from India. He's pretty like known for like bringing Hinduism to the West, like to America. Swami Vivekananda. Like I've been diving deep into a lot of his stuff lately, so like he probably be like the biggest inspiration outside of like music at the moment. So yeah, I'll probably pick him.
Okay, dope. All right. And next one is outside of music. This is the part 2. What other hobbies do you have, or things you're into? That's not necessarily a hobby.
Probably like, how could I put this? Like, I'm a crazy like avid reader, and most of the stuff I'm into is like most. I guess we would call it like esoteric mysticism, like philosophy on that level.
Okay,
but like that's the stuff like if I'm not making music, I'm like face deep in a book somewhere. Like like I remember like earlier today, I had to go get my oil change on my car, and like I was sitting in a room like literally reading a book, like highlighting with the yellow highlighter and everything.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
Like it's like that's outside of music. That's what I'm doing 90% of the time. So like that's like something I've been doing since like I don't know how long. Like I always been a reader, so I got back into it heavy like 2018, and since then it's just like been going crazy ever since. Like always like now like I always got like a budget for like books and stuff. Like I know for like sure I don't know how much. Like it don't matter how much money I got in the future. Like I'm gonna be like, all right, I got this. All right, I'm gonna get some books though, but I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get these books though.
I gotta get these books. Yeah. I be using that Thrift Books app. Like I told them about it, bro. Man, things be so cheap. Talk about a budget, bro. I could buy like damn near like a stack of books for like $30. Like you know.
No, that's cool. I mean, they got the libraries. I seen on your page you had the Jay Dilla book. Did you ever get to finish that?
I didn't get to finish that joint. I'm still getting through it, but that joint is dope though. Like,
that's cool. I think me and MCK, I saw that book and I wanted to read that in the future.
Yeah, we were both talking about that for sure, like heavy, because I have it on my list, like my wish list at the time too, and I haven't bought it, so
that'd be good to read.
Yeah, it's definitely a great read so far.
Yeah, I've been reading Stick from Did Prez. Remember Did Prez? His book, like the 5 Principles. Like, it's pretty dope. So
okay.
So you got a book out. One of my favorite duos too in hip hop. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna buy this. Yeah, that's fire, man. You ever seen that kind of reminds me, you ever watched the Twilight Zone before?
Nah.
So this is episode like just quick. We're segment for
this man talking about the Twilight Zone, man.
No, but it's funny. It's funny. So there's like there's this episode where like
this man trying to be old head so bad.
No, come on. Like it's timeless, bro. Anyone can watch anything.
No one's watching the Twilight Zone in this era.
You talking about? I mean, they made Black Mirror, bro. They got Black Mirror now. I guess they were inspired by it. You know what I mean? So
I guess No, I haven't watched it.
They were clearly inspired by Twilight Zone to make Black Mirror, but so there's an episode where there's like, I guess there's like some bomb that goes off, but dude goes in his bunker and like he goes to hide in his bunker, and he's like an avid reader, like right. So he comes out of the bunker, and then everything's just destroyed, bro. Everyone's dead. He's like the only one alive. It's like the only one alive, and he's actually happy. Like he's like surrounded by books. Like he's like, all these are to myself. Like, but then this is the part, the Twilight Zone part, where like as soon as he starts picking up or going through all the books, his glasses fall off and they break, so he can't even read them no more. And he's the only one like it's like. So it just reminded me of that because like cracked me up,
bro. I'd be through.
That's what I'm saying. Every time I watch it, I'm just like, damn, my heart hurts for him. Yeah.
After all sure that. He's done? You sure he's done? Nice. I'm waiting.
This man Caleb just eating, bro.
He didn't like that.
I chose violence today.
Yeah. Man be playing this man on Madden. You don't want to.
I chose negativity.
He chose negativity today. Next question: What new skill / talent would you like to learn?
Skill / talent. That's a good question. I'm trying to think. Because I really don't want to give you no bullshit answer, so I'm really trying to think of something good.
Most definitely. That's how it be with the rapid fire questions, though.
Yeah, it do have you stuck. You be like, oh,
yeah,
shit,
now
it's a good question.
I never had that question asked before. Sometimes you.
That's what I'm saying. It's we never been on that. We're not in the hot seat ever. So every time we ask people these questions, it be cracking me up.
Matter of fact, I have found like something I never heard before, but like there's this thing called brand strategy. So like there's a person that only does that. Like you can bring somebody on just for, I guess, to map out what type of brand strategy, whatever you're trying to do with whatever area they specialize in. So I think that would be something like brand strategy, just understanding like mechanics about like how you want to market yourself and then put it out to the world and ways to do that and stuff like that. I think that would be something a skill I would want to get good at.
Man, that'd be fire. Especially I feel like that'd be perfect for like now too, like with the social media age and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like strategizing. So with the brand, that'd be fire. And last rapid fire question. All right, so this one is one's got to go. So out of these four things, one of them has to go. Pizza, hamburgers, tacos, or wings, and one of them has to go.
Pizza, taco, hamburgers, and wings.
I'm gonna judge you off what you choose.
One's gotta go.
If it's the one that should not go, I will be upset.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
We all just leave.
If you choose the one, I'm leaving.
Pizza, hamburgers, tacos, or wings.
One's got to go.
Hamburgers, tacos.
I know what I would choose. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no one's
we
not.
all love food. They're all good.
They all fire. So like
they're all good in a way.
One's not leaving.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave out the tacos. I'm gonna have to leave out the tacos.
As long as it's not chicken wings.
Yeah, wings can't. Wings can't.
It must not have good tacos in Virginia. Then he had to say tacos.
Now, to be honest, I'd probably take out tacos.
I mean, like
tacos, but the others are.
I think I'm getting rid of hamburgers, bro.
Oh, actually,
I've never been like a taco person.
Hamburgers.
See why you got to come out to California, man? No.
Oh,
you gonna change your whole mind, right?
I'll take out tacos, even though I fuck with tacos.
Come to San Diego, man. You change your whole mind. You're gonna be like, oh, never mind. I take that back.
It's different.
I think I would get rid of I think I would do hamburgers. Bro.
Hamburgers?
I don't know. I'm torn between both.
Yeah,
there's some good burgers out there too, man.
That's true.
I think
there's some good burgers out there too. So it's like, fuck.
I don't know. Sometimes there be some trash.
But I'm kind of picky anyway, so like I'd be like wanting like take off the tomato, like you know what I mean, take off the pickles. Like I'm cool off hamburger.
Tomato? What the fuck?
I'm like I might as well take it. You know, just get rid of that. I'm already taking off half the burger.
This man just wants bun and patty.
This man eating a burger.
Meat just wants bun and patty.
No, not like that. But
I would just
I used to eat like that when I was like
leave out everything else.
That's not just bun. It's not just bun and patty. I wouldn't even buy a burger.
I'll just leave bun and patty, please.
I used to be at McDonald's.
They take off everything that comes in the burger, but the bun and patty.
Can you take off the sesame seeds off the bun, please? Can you pick them off?
Be a patty, man.
Different, man.
You stack like 3 patties.
I was like that too. I was super picky as a kid, so not even gonna lie, that was me.
Yeah. Like if you got like a good sauce on there and stuff like that, like I like stuff like that. Like if you got a good sauce on there and stuff like that, I'm cool. But I just don't like pickles or like tomatoes, bro. Like
I like pickles in my burger, but not like by itself.
Nah, pickles, bro. I can't stand when you ask for pickles off, and then they leave it on, and then it's like like the even if you take them off, the taste is still on the bun.
Yeah, that's the worst.
This
Good.
man's like a SpongeBob episode. I don't want pickles in my
Where's my pickles?
We had it under the tongue. We had the pickles. Yeah,
The
that's
pickles.
hilarious.
Fuck, what's that dude's name? Fuck.
What was his
I
name?
forgot, dog.
I think it was like Flats. It was like Flats or something like that.
No, Flats wasn't he the bully?
He was the bully. Damn, I remember,
I
bro.
can't remember the
Oh well. I feel like I'm gonna try to remember before the episode ends. But yeah, that was it for rapid fire. Once again, we got Lord Swank. Everyone who's tuning in are going to be tuning in after or listening to the audio podcast. We got the links in the description. You know, what I mean, for Lord Swank, his Apple Music, Spotify. Go follow him on Instagram as well. So yeah, go check that out. But anyways, let's get into the interview. First question is, what got you into making beats? And then also the second question is, who are some of your inspirations? And now that one has to do with the music.
Okay, cool. That's what's up.
And how old were you as well? I want to add that in there.
All right, cool. I'll get into that too.
Definitely.
So how I got into like beats, I'll just start with like the whole situation that kind of like initiated me into it. So like
This man got
in
jumped.
middle school. So like this was about summer. Like I remember it as if it was yesterday. Summer of 2010. I was about to go into high school, my 9th grade year, and like I was in like a gamer clan on Xbox Live. So like one of my homies that was in a clan, he made beats, and like I remember I was in a party with him, and we was on a headset and whatever, and like he was playing his beats on his mic, and people in the party was like rapping over him, like freestyling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I remember the next day or another day after that, I hit him up. I was like, yo, we got in a party again. I was like, yo, like, how did you make those beats? Like he was like, yo, I just FL Studio. Just look it up. You can get like a tutorial and start making stuff like I do or whatever. Cause I think he said like his pops, like I know his parents were separated, and when he would go to his pop's place, he had like a studio set up. I guess his dad rapped, or it was some like a hobby or something for him, and like he happened to make beats, I guess, for his dad or whatever. So like he knew how to make beats and all that. So like once he told me about the program, it was kind of like off from there. And then from then on out, it was just like I'm making beats. That's all I pretty much did. So
yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so like, and then
from that chat.
Yeah, bro. Like, and then like at the time, so this is like 2010. So the hottest thing smoking, I remember, is like Waka Flocka. And like and like Lex Luger,
like Lex Luger
like,
beats.
like he's from like Suffolk, Virginia. So like the 757. So like that gave me so much like stupid levels of confidence. Like, oh, like the hottest producer out is like from my city. Like, oh yeah, I can actually do this. Like,
it was, walking his footsteps and shit.
So like,
yeah, that's dope.
Some of my influence was like Lex Luger, of course. 808 Mafia at the time. Like this dude from Florida, Space Ghost Perk.
Oh, that's crazy. Space Ghost Perk is fire, man. Yeah,
bro, his beats was like
crazy.
What?
Yeah,
like,
I remember my brother
like,
putting me onto him way back then. Yeah,
we're like, bro, what is this? This is like
he was
crazy.
Different. Yeah, he was different. Yeah. He was different. Like, I mean, whole ASAP and all them in the beginning. Like that's how they got their whole sound from.
Yeah,
like, Perk. Yeah, in the beginning. Too.
I think like if like ASAP Rocky and Space Ghost Perk, if that could have lasted, like
they would have been like one of the best duos of all time for sure.
Hands like, because the first I think it was the first Pretty Flacco joint that he did. I was just like, yo, this beat is bananas, man. This beat is crazy.
Yeah.
Like all the joints he made for that first tape, it was just bananas.
I'm happy you said that. A lot of people don't really like, especially nowadays, like wouldn't have mentioned, you know, I mean,
they weren't around that time.
So.
No,
they're too busy listening to Katy Perry.
The Raider Clan days, sorry.
Yeah, that was
musically.
Them days were crazy. Like those days was crazy. And then like all the people in that group, it was just bananas. Like the music was just fire. Like I was how have I not listened to this yet?
Yeah.
Who else I was influenced by? Cardo. Cardo got wings at the time.
Cardo got wings.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. As far as I can remember off the top of my head, like who I was influenced by when I first started. Oh yeah, freaking Kanye. How did I not forget him?
Can't leave out Kanye. Can't leave out Ye, man.
Yeah, but those was like my main influences at the time. Like those was like people I studied, trying to see how to make beats.
All right.
Yeah.
So when did you make like your first beat? Like how'd that come out when you like finally, you know, put together your first one? Like
I'm sure it's hidden somewhere. Lost files.
Yeah, some lost files.
No. Sure ain't getting heard.
Like that was probably when I had the trial version. So like people don't know when you get like the free trial version, you can't save none of your beats.
That's right.
So like I would just try to keep my computer on, like I wouldn't turn it off. So I like can like hop back on another day and work on the beat and then finish it or something like that. So it was real funny. Like I remember I would go to like my cousin's place and then like download a program on his computer and I just make beats all night, like staying over his crib. That was like those days was pretty fun, just getting started, stuff like that. Yeah, like when you first get started with it, like most people don't know that. So like when I first got, I was like, dang, you can't even save none. Like I was like,
that's hilarious.
I have to freak this some type of way.
Like when you played your PlayStation with no memory card and shit.
Yeah, like
keep your system on all
playing
it.
That's funny from the end.
That's funny. Who would you say are like some of your like inspirations, kind of like now, like you know, in the present?
Shoot, nowadays, now.
It's like it's otherworldly now. Like I've been getting into like a lot of jazz music in the last like year. So like I'm saying like recently I would say like Fela Kuti, Tony Allen, who's like Tony Allen's like one of his drummers from the Africa 70 band. I think it was his first band he had, and then after that he had I think it was Egypt 80. But yeah, Tony Allen, like just the Afro beat, like the rhythm and the drums is just like it's infectious. Like that's why like I kind of like started incorporating some of that into like some of my my stuff too. But like him, well those two specifically, John Coltrane, Miles Davis, who else?
This man digging in the crates.
Yeah, it's just like I just find something. I just like I'm gonna just chill out for this for like a couple months and then find something else. Jimi Hendrix, like
all legends.
Jimi Hendrix.
Trying to think anybody else. I probably say Hit Boy just because I just the amount of music him and Nas put out is just like I can't not hear it and it can't not influence me at this point. So
yeah. Shout out Hit Boy, man.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, Hit Boy's been going crazy.
For real. For a long time.
Oh yeah, and a lot of like Brazilian music, like samba.
Oh wow.
Like, yeah, that's been like a nice little pocket of music that I've been just like cultivating over the last couple of years. Just like I put a playlist on Spotify and just throw stuff in there every time I hear something out of that area. But like it's just like the rhythms is just like
Yeah.
crazy. Like rhythms is crazy. Like all of it. Just like the samba stuff, the bossa nova, to like the favela funk stuff. And then like even like in Brazil now I heard like they do like dang, what's it called? Like it's like a it's not like drill music, but it's like a form of it. It's like a few it's crazy. I think it's called like Blime or something. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what it's called, but
Oh
it's just
wow.
like it's always some like crazy like odd inspirational thing that comes out of Brazil. It's just like, dang, like this is like nasty. Like I'm like I need to get
Yeah.
into this. Like so
Damn, I gotta
I
hear
don't know.
that.
I just always been eyeing Brazil for like a minute and it just like seeing what pops up out of there. So that's
Man.
been like a huge inspiration. So yeah, that's probably like most of what I've been influenced by at the moment. Um, Mostly like the Brazil and like the Fela Kuti Afrobeat stuff. Like
Okay,
I've been
dope.
trying to kind of like combine those sounds with my music. So
Yeah.
I'm like looking forward to grabbing some kits in that area of like
Man,
um
that'd be crazy.
yeah. So
That'd be
that's gonna be
crazy.
fun.
Have you heard into like the I'm a piano like wave too that's going on in South Africa?
Nah,
Pretty
I don't think
dope.
I heard of it.
Look it up when you get the chance. Like it's just AMA and then piano. Like it's fire, man. Like it's fire. As soon as you hear it, you're gonna be like, okay, this is dope. Like, so
What's it called again? I want to
I'm
write it
a
down.
I'm a piano. So just AMA and then piano. Fastest way
Okay,
to spell it.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
I'm gonna check it
fire,
out.
man. But next question, I guess this kind of goes into what you're doing now. So how would you describe your style slash sound? And then I was gonna put, what type of equipment. We don't have to talk about software. Obviously, we know that now, but uh, unless there's other ones that you use as well. But yeah, how would you describe your style slash sound?
How would I describe my style slash sound? That's a great question. Just because, like, I feel like every time I'm like making something, I'm always in an experimental mode.
Mm.
So it's just like whatever comes out is just like what comes out that day. But I don't know. It's just like I guess I got pockets of stuff that like I'm comfortable with.
Okay.
And so I guess one pocket would be like if you like search like my YouTube stuff, probably like the most popular stuff I made back then when I was doing like type beats was like the Cardo, Wiz Khalifa, currency style like beats and stuff like that.
Mm.
Like now, like I don't consciously make stuff like that, but like it's kind of just like easy if I had to make something like that.
Mm.
I would say that's like a style I do. Um and then there's like kind of like my own kind of style of like boom bap, like lo-fi sort of stuff.
Mm.
Um that I kind of like draw from like my influences are like Jay Dilla and like Madlib and like kind
Yeah.
of like really composing stuff real crazy like just those two alone I grab so much like now to a point like I've integrated some of the things I like most about them so it's not like when I listen to them
Like a
and then listen to
replica.
my beats it's
Yeah.
not like damn my shit sound kind of ass like after I heard that but like
Nah.
it's not like that anymore because like
Yeah.
now like I grabbed like the thing I like most about it and I incorporated my beats so it's just like all right cool like I feel like I'm progressing now like I don't feel like if I'm hearing they stuff, then like I gotta feel like shitty about my shit. So
Yeah.
like now, like that's sort of a thing I've been kind of trying to like hone in on.
I'm happy you said those two names too, because that's kind of what I had in the back of my head, kind of like a little J Dilla, Madlib, like some of the beats that I've listened to. I'm like, I could see you got like drew some inspiration from them too, like especially the way I feel like you construct or format your beat tapes as well. There's every time I listen to one of their like beat tapes or even an MF Doom, I guess you could add him to it, but like the way it's structured from beginning to end, it flows so well. You know what I mean? And sometimes
okay,
like
word, appreciate that.
I feel like with your beat tapes, like from beginning to end, it flows smoothly, like all the way through. You know what I mean? So not
That's what's up.
necessarily like the
Appreciate
beats,
it.
yeah. Like so that's like super dope to see. So especially
That's
now.
glad. I'm glad you said that because like I'd be thinking like it just be random, and I just like kind of just if it sounds like it matches up well, like the
Yeah,
flow of it, then I'll just keep it like that. But I don't even consciously think about it too much because like this year I just been trying to knock out a whole bunch of stuff. So
yeah,
yeah, but that's a great way to give me feedback because I don't be thinking about it consciously. So appreciate
okay,
that.
dope.
Like another like I guess style or sound would be like me sort of kind of like incorporating, like I said before, the Brazilian, like the samba, sort of Afrobeat, sort of kind of mesh, I guess you would call it, or whatever. Like that's kind of like the mandala joint I sent. That's kind of
Yeah,
like the sort of like meshing that I'm talking about, like the sort of beats I'm kind of experimenting with.
and they're fire too. So
Yeah, appreciate it. Like I think that's like a lot of people is like liking those type of joints. I think I did a similar style on Soul Juice. I can't remember the record. I think it was the last one. But like it had like I took it was the drums from Fela Kuti's Teacher Don't Teach Me No Nonsense. It was like that specific like drum pattern. I kind of like patterned it off of. Kind of made it like a little distinction, but it's like pretty similar. Like if you listen to both of them back, you'll be like, "Oh, I hear it." But like that's sort of like kind of the style I'm trying to like emulate with that. Because it's just like those drums are so infectious, like it's undeniable. So I was like, I gotta incorporate this somehow.
yeah, that's fire.
And then I guess like the last sort of little style I'm messing with is like the Black Orpheus tape. That's kind of like straight like Latin American music, just pulling all types of like Spanish guitars type samples and just making beats with those and kind of finding like my own little sound with it as far as like how to add the drums and trying to find different pockets and stuff like that for drums and stuff like that. I think I did it pretty well with the Como Estás tape. That was kind of like something similar to that sound. But yeah, I would say those are kind of like my styles or things I'm kind of like exploring because I don't really have like a singular style. It's just
Yeah,
like
like a
I'm
distinctive.
exploring.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm exploring pretty much at this point. Like whatever I make is what I make that day, and then
yeah,
I'm just throwing it out there. So
that'll be your style, experimental.
yeah, I guess so. Because my influences are too all over the place to just like
Yeah,
keep it down to one thing. So
most definitely, and that's a good thing too. You know what I mean? Like at the same time, like it's versatile. You know what I mean? Like to where you're able to kind of pick from so many different lanes and incorporate it into one thing. You know. So I guess like what type of equipment, you know, like or is your go-to? Like what's that one thing that you're grabbing? You know?
Of course, Fruity Loops, and thankfully, like my sister's boyfriend, like he makes beats too, like as sort of like a hobby, and like he had got like this the first like this like Akai like drum machine joint. Let me see
Oh
if
yeah.
I could.
Oh, okay.
And it's like it's fixed towards like FL Studio, so like
Oh wow.
I can do stuff up here, and then it'll like interface with it and stuff like that. But this joint has been crazy for me, like, and I think I got this. This was like, I think this was 2020 or somewhere around there. Craziest thing is that like I had like the FL, I think it was 11, but I had the crack version.
Oh damn.
And when I got this joint, like you had to get FL 20. So like, so I had to like
so you couldn't
add,
update it or nothing, like.
yeah, like I couldn't use that with my old stuff. So like, but it was great because like everything I've been making since I had that has just been crazy. Like, so
Yeah.
that was a great upgrade. Even though at the time I was like, damn, but like shit worked out so much well.
Yeah.
So
That's funny. So our next question is, what is your process like when creating a beat tape?
great question. Mostly like it just kind of mostly when I understand when I need to like make a certain one is like when I just feel this pull on me, like something about like this specific thing, because I kind of have certain ones like mapped out, or I have an idea, I'll make a tape for this, and then it'll just be like it'll just stick in my head for a minute, and like then that's when I'll know, all right, I need to focus on specifically this one. And like usually it kind of depends. It kind of depends on like if I'm making like a specific sound, I'm gonna just grab a whole bunch of stuff from like the specific like time frame or year that I want to make beats from. So like I might throw a whole bunch of stuff in like a Spotify playlist, just listen to them like a whole bunch, get an understanding of like I'm gonna see how like I'm gonna chop it up in certain places.
Oh wow.
And just like get real like ingratiated with the music, and then I'll know like, all right, I'm gonna start with this one, and then it'll just start from there, start one beat, and then just go through the rest of them. But like it kind of depends. Like the last one I'm finishing up now, I was telling y'all about a little bit earlier. It's just like that one, like it had came to me like to start doing real recently, and like this one is where like I actually grabbed like I pulled from a whole album. So like I was just going through different tracks on the album and just trying to find something to make on it. So that's been like something I never did before. But it was just like an album I found on Spotify, and I was just like, I'm gonna make a whole tape to this whole album because I like every song up there. So I was like,
that's dope.
Yeah. Crazy enough, like Travis Scott, he had used one of the same samples off of that album too. It was I think it was a Siren song off his like Utopia joint.
Yeah,
yeah. Because I remember listening to Utopia the other day, and I was like, oh, okay. Like I could tell, like, all right, he's actually like trying to explore, like, cause like I'd be like all over the place, but like when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, he's really digging like for some
something different,
out of this, yeah, out of this atmosphere type stuff. So like, cause that album is called Amanaz. It's just like African psychedelic rock joint. Like,
oh wow.
It's like
I'm gonna look that up.
It's crazy. Like the music up there is just like crazy. And I made just like some crazy joints to all of them. So I'm ready to put that out soon. So I'm gonna knock out this last joint and then go ahead and finish that off. Probably drop it like maybe late September, early October-ish. So
is this it?
That's gonna be yes, that is it.
Yo,
that joint is crazy. I think it had like another tape where it had like reverb mixes too.
Oh yeah, I see it right here. Reverb mix, yeah.
Yeah, those joints is
That's
crazy.
awesome. I like listening to like same thing. I like explore and listen to different things. Mainly, like you said, for the sound. I'm like, it's so much out there. So much out there.
Yeah, like Spotify, like that's why I love Spotify because the playlist thing is like crazy, and then like you'll go to your homepage and it'll be like recommended, and
Yeah,
it just be the randomest stuff, and I just
for
go
real.
to it,
Facts.
add, 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 and then I'll just
Yeah.
Yeah.
whenever I find the time, I'm gonna just listen to it. And
Yeah.
then that's how like it'll just randomize your like algorithm like that. If you just listen to a whole bunch of random stuff. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
nah,
That's
that's one thing about Spotify compared to Apple Music is that like
Facts.
they kind of know like Spotify listens to your music. They know
Yeah.
you
So
like
keeping
you
track
like
of
the
what you're
most.
listening to.
Yeah, what you're listening
Yeah.
to. Apple Music is kind of like
Like, you
it
got to
don't
make
really
your
go
own
that.
kind of
Yeah,
like create your own little thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
yeah,
It's
and
not the best for
and
that.
the playlist thing too. Not playlist, but like you said, kind of like when you finish a song and it make kind of just starts playing like similar stuff like by
Yeah,
itself.
I like that. I
Bro,
yeah,
like
and they
yeah.
do it so
yeah,
well because I'm like, bro, they really
yeah,
like are meshing in the correct
yeah,
sound, different artists I never heard of before, and I'm like, and it
yeah.
sounds perfectly, and I'm like, damn, who is this?
Yeah, it's
Hey,
like it's
Yeah.
giving me
yeah,
like that Pandora like in a way. It's
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah, like
Pandora
Yeah,
those
that's what I like most
is
about
facts.
Pandora when I first started
Yeah, the
using that
radios.
joint.
yeah, because you start diving into different like, oh, I want to play this artist, but then it goes to this artist, and then
Yeah,
like,
they know how
but
to
no,
blend it so well.
Spotify's been great. I
Yeah,
mean,
shout out
on
Spotify,
that,
man.
yeah,
Yeah,
Apple Music
Yeah, it's
retired.
been great to grab in like a whole bunch of different music and samples and all that. So I've been using that a lot.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
facts. And then next question is, I know we're talking about this a little bit off camera, but how did you and Primo the Great connect
Primo,
and start creating projects together?
yeah, what was the process? Yeah, how did this even
Oh
go?
yeah, let me let the people know too. It was Luxury Tax and Dear Summer. I believe it's the one he most that recently just came out with, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to say too before you answer the question, like I'll explain to people too, kind of like how it was with Primo, how we first heard of your name too. Obviously, you know, it's featured on the albums, but I remember when I was talking to him too, because that's when he DM'd me your page, and then I was like, okay, like, oh, he's a real person. All right, let me see, let me see let me go on his page, and then but yeah, I think the beats that I was talking to, obviously, all the beats are fire across the board, but it was
Appreciate it.
I
Thanks.
know a couple that stood out. If I can remember off the top of my head, Hawaiian Coast or Hawaii Coast.
Yeah.
That beat, man, that was crazy. Daily Bread was dope too, and then
Daily Bread's
Oh yeah, David Bear's a good one.
and then damn, there's one on Dear Son. I think it was Maca Root, bruh.
Yeah,
Oh,
that one I
yeah,
like
yeah.
that one too. I like that one too.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man. Like, you honestly, you probably like one of my favorite producers now. So
Appreciate it, man. Cause that macaroon joint, like
Yeah.
I had found some random like smooth jazz and
AI earrings too.
oh yeah, that
Now
joint
that
was
I'm looking
crazy
at the
too.
track list, I'm like, bro, this whole thing go crazy.
Yeah, now I think about it, I just be grabbing from like all over the place. Like you can
It's
literally
different.
I don't
It's different.
like when y'all said it, like it kind of made me think about it like, damn, like those samples is from all different types of genres all over the place.
Yeah.
So
It's different, man.
It's definitely like that soul food sound, and we talked about this earlier before, but like it's good. Like Primo he can flow well on your beats because how smooth it is, like
mhm.
across the board, and and especially as a body of a project, how it's structured
Yeah.
from each song, it all
Mhm.
gathers together. So I like the way you guys work together and you guys collab. Like it's cool. So
And he's
it's
from Virginia too. So it's
yeah,
like that
you
that
guys from
connection.
Yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 2 for 2.
Yeah, two
For
for two
me.
for sure.
2 for 2.
Like,
Is there I
I
don't
know.
know.
Yeah, is there a three?
Hey, would it be a 3? I mean, I
We
don't
got
know if
Three-peat?
y'all can
Yeah, I
three-peat, yeah.
talk
mean,
about that. I don't know.
Y'all going 3P?
he definitely like he hit me with the bat signal the other day, like,
Oh,
yo,
let's go.
I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying, Die Rich too. So I was like, all
Mm.
right, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of collecting some samples now. So yeah, we definitely. He said like next year. I'm not gonna give like exactly the time frame, but I'll just say
you're not
next.
gonna
I'll just say next year he wants to put that out. So
fire, man.
it's funny because like my cousin, he's the one that like connected us. Like he was home around like it was July. Like he's military. He's like over in like Italy, and like he just happened to be home around this time. And he was telling me, he was like, "Yo, like it's been like almost a decade since y'all been working together." I was like, dang, you was definitely right. It is almost a decade. It's like 2015, I think. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So like I didn't even notice it because I just be in my work. So it's just time flies. You just like, oh yeah, it's been
you
almost
realize it.
10 years. So
Damn, that's crazy.
yeah, I think it's like yeah, pretty much. I don't want to reiterate exactly how he told it because like it's pretty much the same story. Like my cousin, he had connected us, and because he would bring us to like he would bring him to like some of our family functions and stuff like that, and we had kind of connected and started sending beats back and forth, and next thing you know, it was just like we just kept in touch. Like he worked pretty fast. I was like I was working pretty decently too, so like, and we was both pretty like dedicated to it. It's not like it was just like a fly by night sort of thing. Like he was like I could tell like, oh, he's really knocking out stuff. Like so like we just pretty much connected, and then they're like fast forward to now, it's just like been getting better and better. Like I've been telling him like, yo, I'm trying to get my mixes right because like I've been like real self-conscious about it lately. So like I've been trying to get my mixes right as far as like making sure it's loud enough and stuff like that. Just so like it sounds great with them on it, and it's just not like just sound goofy. So like I've been really like trying to get good with that. And then like now since he's in Houston, like doing the whole audio engineering thing, like the last record he sent me, like the vocals is just stupid clean. I'm just like, man, when this Darius 2 comes out,
That's about to be crazy.
yeah, these vocals is crazy. Like, yeah, man, it's been like a journey. Like, and like it's crazy to see now because like I haven't even thought about all the time like that has passed. So it's been crazy to see us now like really going hard with it. So
Man,
yeah,
that's
it's
dope.
been bananas, man.
Man, shout out Primo, the great man. We need that next project though. He said every month. We're waiting.
We're waiting like the
Waiting.
fans.
in August.
Waiting.
Facts.
It'd be great. I mean, you guys, you guys got good chemistry. Like
100%.
I mean, we even with you speaking about it, even hearing the music, it just sounds like you guys are definitely gonna work together further in the future. So
Yeah, it's definitely like when we connected, it's like, yeah, this is definitely meant to be because like it's been like pretty easy to work with him, and like I sent him just like the most experimental stuff, and then he raps on it, and it just go crazy, and I'm just like, I didn't even think he was gonna pick that one, and then it just turned out crazy. Like he'll grab some of the stuff. I'd be like, I'm gonna just send this anyway, and then he just rap on it. You're like, God damn.
Yeah, I think that's what makes him so fun to listen to, also because of like his ear for beats. That he likes to rap on. You know, crazy. I mean? It's not like everyone else. Like I think I might have told him. I don't know. Might have been the last episode we did with him, but it gave me vibes to kind of like not the rapping style, not at all, but like people kind of like Action Bronson when you listen to his projects. The beat choices are like crazy. Bro, like the beat choices are all over the place. Like some of them are Latin, beats and from Italy, from different areas of the world, and you're like,
Yeah, he got some different
And
type,
like this
different
just
type of
yeah,
beats.
yeah, this just don't sound like someone actually rapping on beats like this. It's like no
Mhm.
one's doing that, you know what I mean? So like seeing Primo doing
It's
that,
a
I'm
different
like,
sound to it.
yeah, just a whole nother sound. It's not your typical, you know what I mean, just hip hop beat, you know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to Primo for real. And yeah, we definitely got to have you both on together when that time comes, you know what I mean, and that project
Oh,
drop,
yeah,
the
that'd
next
be
project
great.
you guys
Yeah,
drop,
that would be dope.
that'd be
That would be
fire. Do
pretty
something like,
dope.
yeah, something like that. That'd be fire. Yeah. What it's said on the podcast, so now it's set in stone. We got the word is out now. So, um, well, last question to end it off is, what's next for Lord Swank, man? I know you talking about this new project you're putting together too. So this new beat. So
Yeah, I'll probably just start with that first. So this new project I'm putting together, like I said, I got like maybe another beat to finish, and it's called Voodoo Child. It's like it's pretty much dedicated to like Jimi Hendrix. So like I pretty much like put in a whole bunch of like I said, I sampled that whole Almanage joint. And like once I heard the whole album, I was like, this reminds me of like some Jimi Hendrix. So I was like, I guess I'm just dedicated to him. You know what I'm saying? Covers finished. Just gotta finish the last little joint and I'll put that out pretty soon. But it's like it's just crazy. Like the flamethrower joint, that was one of my last joints I made for it.
man,
The blues and what was that other record that was on Dear Summer? Uh Man, it was another one he rapped on, but he destroyed that joint. And it's from this project too, but man, like when he rapped over like the blues and it was another one I can't think of off the top of my head, but
like Smooth
like
Operator. One of them.
uh if you like name of them, if you
Let me
name
see.
them real quick, I could probably off the top of my head I'll know which one.
I got it right here. Um, we got you said the blues are Artist Seduction, Baby Boo, Pacific Slide,
Baby Boo, that's what it
Baby
was. It
Boo.
was
All right.
Baby Boo and the Blues. He sent me those two back. Like I heard them joints, I was like, God damn, he killed these. Like I remember I played that joint. I played them joints back like 3 times in a row. I was like I text him back. I was like, yo, like however you rapped on these joints, like whatever you did, yo, you need to rap on these joints like every time. Like you remember that like that scene in Bad Boys when he was driving when Marcus was driving the car, Marlon Lawrence character, he was like, well, Mike Lowry, he was like, yo,
Oh,
you
you
gotta
driving
drive
like
like
that?
that
Yeah,
every
you got
time.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta drive like that.
Yeah.
That's how
Every
you drive. Yeah. yeah. I
That's
think
why I
that
was like,
was,
yo, you gotta tap this joint like
You gotta
this
do like
every time.
a snippet, like like in the beginning of like an intro on this track. Like, hey man, you
Oh
gotta
yeah.
rap like that every time.
yeah.
That'd be
I like
fire.
when producers do that and stuff like that.
Facts.
Put a
That'd
little
be dope.
snippet of like films and movies and
That'd be crazy.
those are always dope. You know, it makes the music sound 10 times better.
Facts.
Yeah, I've been trying to incorporate that too. Like that's one of the things I loved about like Mad Lib, like the way he'll just like grab something out of nowhere and it just fits. You don't know how, but it just sounds good. But it's just like that's something like I always love. Like people throw in like random audio like samples and stuff like that. Um the next thing, I got a joint with fellow producer, like he rapped with like he made some beats for Primo. He did luxury, what was it? Grimy Luxury.
Oh,
Jamar Johnson.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo. We did a tape together, like a beat tape together.
Wow.
Side A, side B. He did side A like 10 joints. I made side B 10 joints.
That's dope.
We did like the concept. I just came to him with the concept, like, yo, like I heard this vaporwave album. I remember, and it was luxury elite and At the time, his name was Saint Pepsi, but now I think he's called Skylar Spence or something like that.
Saint Pepsi is wild.
Yeah, like obviously he had to change his name. So,
Yeah.
but like it was an album they did together. I remember listening to it. I was cooking one night. I was just listening to it. I was like, "Yo, man, if I could do this with like somebody else, like this sort of side A, side B type of thing." And like first person that popped up in my mind was him, Jamar. So I was just like, I hit him up with the idea. He was like, "Yo, let's do it." So we started that like January. Pretty much all the beats are finished, but like I gotta hit him up. We gotta do just like the cover and then like the title, and that'll be pretty much it. Like I would say y'all need to grab him, get him a interview up here too, cause like like his music is crazy. Like it's like he makes the type of beats like this was a thought I had in my head one time. Like he makes the type of beats that where like you feel like even if you don't rap, you could rap on it for some reason. Like his joints is just so great, bro. Like he's one of those young dudes. Is just like you could tell like he was meant to be making beats. Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
so like
Is he on
yeah,
Instagram?
yeah, Jamar Johnson.
Let's look him up.
Dope young dude, man. Like I feel like he's one of those dudes that's like, oh yeah, I met somebody that's like really devoted to this, like just as I am. Like so like he's been like a dope inspiration just to see like all the music he's dropping and stuff like that. Like he's got a project coming out like soon called Rebirth. He got a whole bunch of artists up there, and I remember he had a single with dude out of LA. I forgot his name.
And he's just in beats for a few people too.
I can't remember his name, but it was Planet Asia. Yo, this is crazy. Like,
yeah, I'm looking at his page, some of the credits.
He's
Ransom, Mickey Fax.
Yeah, he's pretty dope, man. Like, he's pretty dope. So I'm gonna hit him up and we gonna finish putting that together. The last project this year is I got this thing called $1 Billion Babushka. It's sort of like in this like pretty small stages. Like I'm still putting together like samples and stuff like that, but it's like all Ukrainian type of samples, like Russian type. I just randomly found these on YouTube. It just be like the ones you find, it'd be like the whole album be up there. And like I just heard some stuff. I was like, yo, I had an idea as soon as I heard a whole bunch. And so I'm gonna be working on that. So usually like when I do tapes, I try to make at least 10. And if I have more, then that'll be it. But like usually I'll try to go for like 10.
It's a good amount.
Yeah, it's a good amount for people. Like maybe it might be under 30 minutes, 30-minute route.
Yeah.
So it's like good to listen to if you like doing some random stuff around the crib or out and about. Trying to think, is there anything else? I think that's pretty much it for the like. Yeah. Oh yeah. Then I'm gonna start on Fool's Gold season 2. So that first joint, off of Dear Summer, the AI earrings joint, that was like the first beat I made for that project. So
wow.
So it's like this season is pretty much like all like 70s Italian music. So like I'm just going into that whole bag and finding stuff and just seeing what I can make out of it. So
man, that's fire. You digging everywhere.
Yeah, like
that's dope though. Like
yeah, that's what I always loved about like Madlib and like MF Doom is just like hearing just like the crazy like out of this world samples.
How far can you go? Like, how far can you go? Like,
yeah,
you know, digging through the crates and all the music that's out there in the world. It's like probably just went to any like record shop and was just what's this?
yeah. That's pretty much like kind of like the whole idea behind the Fool's Gold thing. Like, it kind of just came to me like the first season of like doing it is just like I was just watching this show called it was called Columbo. It's like a detective show from like the 70s.
Oh yeah, the old
school classic joint.
Yeah.
Like them episodes is like crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's just like I started watching it. I was like, yo, this is what I've been waiting for. Like this is really good. So, and I was just listening to like the audio sort of interludes in between the episodes. I was like, damn, these joints is crazy. Like, and so like I ended up like randomly I was on YouTube and one person they clipped up all the audio interludes from like the first season, and I was like, thank goodness. Like, yo, I'm grabbing all of these, started making beats to them, and I had like 10 joints or whatever. And like for the project, it was just like the whole dedication to like the whole neo noir sort of sound, like the 40s, 50s sort of thing. And like I had like 10 more like samples I accumulated, but I was like, I ain't trying to make the same type of sound as this, so I just added like a side beat to it. So another 10 joints, and like pretty much it was just like more so in like that sort of sound, and kind of continuing it, making it somewhat cohesive. But like I'm doing like a season 2 to that coming up. I'm probably gonna do it like I want to drop around like January, but I'll see how it goes. But I'm still working on like the whole piecing together what type of samples I'm gonna use and stuff like that. But really that whole idea of like the whole season thing, it just popped in my head. Like, I don't know, like it just came intuitively to call it like season 1. I guess it's just like something to like distinguish myself. I don't know. It wasn't like something just like to draw people in randomly, but it's just something that came to me.
Yeah.
To call it just season 1. And so yeah, season 2 is gonna be like Italian 70s music. So
that's fire.
So I've been just digging all wherever I can to find stuff. So yeah, those is like the things I'm working on coming up. So yeah.
You have any dates for the first couple ones?
Yeah, I can't hold y'all to no dates.
Yeah, we'll be on the lookout. Yeah, we'll be on the lookout on the page, you know what I mean, on your page. So
yeah, like definitely like I would say just follow me on like Bandcamp or whatever streaming platform you have, because like certain things, just like most of the projects I put out this year, I didn't like post them because I was just worried about trying to put out the next one.
Yeah,
because like I had a whole like list of beat tapes I was trying to put out for the year, so I was just trying to keep up on schedule. So
I got you on Bandcamp.
Yeah, and usually like I'm not great at marketing whatsoever, so like so I would say just follow me on those.
Yeah,
and when I drop, it'll just be up there.
You'll see it for sure.
Yeah.
But man, that's dope. We're definitely gonna be on the lookout, you know what I mean, for them projects. Like you said, I just followed you on Bandcamp too, so I'll, you know what I mean, I keep a lookout for that. I'll be on Bandcamp too. I just, you know what I mean, you could dig for a lot of stuff on there too. But shout out to everyone tuning in. You know what I mean, once again, Lord Swank, fire producer, man. Go check out his beat tapes. And like I said, we got the link in the description. Take you straight to Apple Music, Spotify, and also his Instagram. So don't got stray too far, you know what I mean? All you gotta do is right after this episode's over, click. Yeah, just click, man. We did the easy part for you, you know. I say that every time. We did the easy part for you.
Click.
Yeah,
There you go.
just click. Like, yeah, you don't gotta type it. You ain't gotta type in no names. Like, once again, too, man, appreciate you for hopping on as well and chopping it up. Definitely won't be the last time as well. You know, what I mean,
Yeah, appreciate y'all for having me.
no, most
Sure.
definitely.
Yeah. Appreciate taking the time. No,
Appreciate you, man.
looking forward
Most
to
definitely.
seeing in the future.
Facts. And shout out to everyone tuning in as well, and who's also gonna be watching the replay and listening to the audio podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, and whatever else it is. Yeah, shout out to Paul Barnes too, man, for tuning in even with the comments as well. Shout out to you, man.
Appreciate it.
Also, Kev. Oh, and I guess we got a giveaway coming up soon, huh? Got a bit of giveaway out soon.
Yeah.
For this month.
Sometime end of the month.
So check out our Twitter and Instagram. You'll see a giveaway posted very soon. Anything else I'm missing? We'll be back on next week with another guest, special guest too. You know, I mean, who we had on before. We're gonna be bringing them back. I think Kev will. Oh wait, no. I'm looking further in advance. I went like 2 weeks in advance. Next week will actually be another producer too. So I mean, we're following the way. It's like a producer.
Word, that's what's up.
Yeah. So this one will be from New York. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Go check out our last few interviews as well. And yeah, man. Once again, thanks for taking the time out with us, chopping it up, and everyone else have a good rest of the night. And that's a wrap, man.
Peace.
Yeah.